Okay, so next up, this is Nick, and we're going to show you how I take a horse from the last section to getting one ready to show, some of the exercises I do with a horse that is ready to show so that they don't anticipate the drag too much, so they don't try to overthink it or get ahead of me, just some different things that I do. So the first thing I'm going to do, and this is at every horse show, I'm going to go up, I'm going to get my rope. See how this horse is a little more stoic than the last one? He's not looking around as much. He's just a little more in tune with me. So I'm gonna get that rope tight. And when you're showing the ranch trail, there's two general routes that you take. There's down and around, and there's a figure eight. So in this case, we're doing down and around. I'm gonna make sure, so earlier you heard me talk about watching my horse instead of my log. Well, now I'm going to watch my log and I'm going to see what path it's taking when I'm at the walk. Then I'm going to trot it. I do this at every show. Even though I show mine at the trot, I'm going to walk it first so I kind of know how that log's going to drag. I get an idea on it, if it's going to move a lot or if it's going to stay pretty straight. The longer the log, usually the straighter it'll stay. Heavier the log, usually the straighter it'll stay. So now I'm going to do a figure eight. The same thing, I'm just going to go up here. I want to stay right in the middle of whatever I'm figure eighting around. So as I close here, most of the time, you'll see people stopping right by the pole. I like to go up past the pole a little bit. Ooh. So that my horse, one, doesn't anticipate stopping at the pole every time, and two, I get my log a lot better for the next person to go. I'm just going to back him up, move the log over, and return my rope. But this time, I'm going to come back over, I'm going to re-dally. So I'm going to do my figure eight again. So this is an exercise that I do at home to practice, one, the horse is not thinking, okay, once I'm past the post, I can just stop. So I'm going to come around just like I did before, but instead of stopping, I'm going to make a figure eight again, just going in another direction. So you see I've got my cones over here. I'm going to stay out wide so I don't hit my post. And I'm going to go right here, back around this cone. And I'm going to circle the cone because I don't want him automatically thinking he can just go to the next one. So I'm going to circle around here, make him stay in the circle. And then whenever I put my hand straight, he can go straight. Then we'll go to our next one. I like to see the same distance around each marker whenever I'm dragging in a figure eight. And that's another place where walking your pattern first will come in handy, because you can kind of get an idea of where your focal points need to be so you stay in the same circle all the way around. So again, I did my circle around there. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to circle this piece. And I'm not worried about if he wants to look up, look around, that's fine. He's a ranch horse. He's got a job to do. His job is to be looking for down cattle or down fence or something that's not right. My job is to make sure this log doesn't get tangled up in something it doesn't need to be tangled up in. Now I'm going to come back around here one more time. He's been a good boy. Whoa. And I'm going to stop and be done. Move my log over, recoil my rope, return it to my post. And I'm going to stand here for a minute. I don't want him just darting off, going on to the next thing. Ranch horses need to be patient. He's just standing here hanging out right now, happy as he can be.